Hello, good morning, ma'am. I've been allotted to speak on the BBC adaptation of Tess of the D'Urbervilles. So, directed by David Blair, this 2008 four-part BBC adaptation of Thomas Hardy's Tess of the D'Urbervilles has Gemma Arterton playing the eponymous character, while Eddie Redmayne has taken on the role of Angel Clare. Well, now any screen adaptation is subject to a number of changes as well as reconstruction of the text as a script or a screenplay, and this one too is no different. So, firstly, here the character of Alex Stoke D'Urberville, played by Hans Matheson, is not that of the shrill moustached villain. Rather, this one of literature's most villainous libertines is shown as self-centered, manipulative, and his lascivious leer pushes the envelope of caddishness. But the point to be noted here is the fact that also at the same time this character is given a significant psychological depth which offers traces of his troubled relationship with his parents, particularly with his mother. And secondly, we also have the instance when on their way home from a village fete, Alec rescues Tess from her fellow hostile farmmate only to force himself upon her in the mist-filled woods that he calls the chase. Well, now the viewer or the audience were left in little doubt that this was rape, not a seduction. But this certainty isn't in the original text. In fact, in the book Confronting Alec, Tess tells him that if she really loved him, she wouldn't loathe herself so much, quote, for my weakness. Now, the televised adaptation preserved that exchange except for those three words. Then also at the very end, just before Tess's execution, the interspersed flashback scenes to the first May Day dance is also shown, and it is shown through Tess's perspective, where she is imagining herself and Angel dancing together. Is also an inclusion that is not in the original text. But of course, this inclusion is a welcoming one. And as for the rest, this adaptation sticks quite closely to the original narrative of the novel. And of course, David Blair, the director, makes full and gorgeous use of Tess's depiction by Hardy as Earth Goddess, a sort of stand-in for pre-industrial age, and we are treated to sweeping vistas of hill and dale and woods and fells, and of course, in the climactic scene, and eerie Stonehenge. Also, in the fourth part of this miniseries, we see when Tess is abandoned by her husband, Angel Clare, she is forced to accept work on the vast and stony fields of Flincombe ash farms. She labors through a brutal winter and endures the relentless demands imposed by a steam-powered threshing machine that reduces the workers to automatons. And I think these are the sequences that addressed the rural metrics of the original text quite well to an extent, and as well as also alluding to the advent of the increasingly industrialized forms of agriculture. To sum it up in Hardy's own words, Tess was no insignificant creature to play with and dismiss, but a woman living her precious life. And this is shown quite aptly in this adaptation. Here, Tess is not just a passive victim, but an active and at times opinionated young working-class woman with aspirations. For instance, when asked by Alec about her aspirations, Tess quite promptly answers that she wanted to be a teacher. On another occasion, during an argument between Tess and Angel, Tess sternly lets him know that I am a peasant by position, not by nature. So thus the trials and upheavals of Tess's life are faithfully and movingly shown here, and this adaptation is an intense, moving and provocative depiction of the hauntingly tragic story of Tess D'Urberville. Thank you.